All right, let's jump right into this explainer. We live in a world that is frankly obsessed with keeping up appearances, right? But today, we're exploring a profound piece of Moroccan wisdom, an ancient concept that tackles our modern anxieties about money, status, and happiness head on. The whole core of today's explainer revolves around a famous Moroccan proverb, Lbes qradak yawatik. Literally, that translates to, wear what fits you, it will suit you. It's basically the Moroccan equivalent of saying, cut your coat according to your cloth. But as you'll see, it goes way, way deeper than just basic budgeting. It's an urgent call to find harmony between our actual lifestyle and our true financial means, rather than just walking around in an expensive disguise. I mean, think about it for a second. Have you ever felt that crushing pressure to live beyond your means? We've all felt it, that sudden urge to keep up appearances. Maybe it's buying a car you can't quite afford, or going into debt for a flashy vacation just for the photos. Today, we're going to look really closely at the severe emotional and financial toll of this relentless pressure to perform. At the end of the day, we're fundamentally torn between two opposing cultural forces here. On one side, we have al-qana'a, or contentment. This is that deep, lasting tranquility of finding true peace with what you already have. And then on the flip side is al-tabaghi, showing off, the exhausting, completely superficial performance of mimicking wealth. It's a daily battle, really, between inner peace and external validation.
Section 1. The Master Tailor's Wisdom. Life as a Custom Fit.
To really wrap our heads around this, I want you to imagine the ancient, red-walled Medinas of Fez and Marrakesh. Picture these tight, colorful souks filled with hanging fabrics and leather babuchas. The master craftsmen there, the malams, they actually operate by another famous proverb. Think 100 times before cutting once. It perfectly captures the meticulous care a tailor takes when measuring expensive wool or silk. And the physical act of tailoring in Morocco, it's a direct metaphor for how we should measure our life decisions. Because, well, you simply can't uncut the fabric once the scissors go through. Just like crafting a beautiful custom-fit jalaba, building a sustainable life actually requires 3 crucial steps. First up, measure the fabric, meaning honestly assess your own financial reality. Number 2, think 100 times. Plan your choices carefully. And third, stitch the custom fit by living strictly within your means. Think of it this way. If you try to wear a size too big, you're going to drown in the fabric, right? But a size too small, and the seams are just going to rip. Section 2. The modern trap of appearances. Debt for display. So we really have to ask ourselves, are we buying things just to impress the neighbors? It's a tough, uncomfortable question, I know. But asking it helps us confront this modern consumerism trap that so many people, especially younger folks, fall right into, often just chasing social media clout and pure approval. And the real-world consequences here? They can be absolutely devastating. Luxury smartphones, expensive loaner cars, designer brands, they often create nothing but empty appearances and, honestly, sweat-inducing bills. Our sources highlight a pretty tragic narrative. When a real emergency hits, say a parent falling ill, those who spiraled into debt for luxury items find themselves completely bankrupt. It proves, without a shadow of a doubt, that financial stability and peace of mind are vastly more valuable than some artificial social standing. Section 3. A Tale of Two Meals. The Cost of Imitation.
To actually see this in action, let's look at a true story from a Moroccan family's trip to the seaside resort of Saidia. So a husband detailed how his wife, eager to kind of imitate their high society neighbors, insisted they dine at this expensive, modern tourist restaurant. And the experience? Well, it was tense, artificial, and entirely self-conscious. They spent more time watching other people than actually enjoying their food. But later, feeling utterly depleted by the whole thing, they wandered into the old Medina's traditional market, the Suika. Drawn by the irresistible smell of traditional grilled sardines and beans, they just sat down at a humble open-air stall. And guys, the difference was night and day. It was warm, authentic, filled with laughter, and deeply grounded in community. And get this, the financial difference was just as staggering. They spent 1,360 dirhams on that tense, miserable tourist meal, compared to just 35 dirhams for an incredibly hearty, authentic feast with mint tea at the Suika. Literally, 1,360 versus 35. They ended up just laughing at their own folly. The husband realized right then and there that this was the true, lived meaning of wear what fits you. Trying to force a high society fit was financially and emotionally exhausting. But their authentic fit? It was joyful, natural, and, let's be honest, incredibly cheap. Section 4. The Wealth of Simplicity.
returning to Rahat al-Bal, or peace of mind. We find the ultimate goal of all this wisdom, Rahat al-Bal, which means true peace of mind, far away from the anxiety of the city. Take the Berber villages up in the majestic high Atlas Mountains. Life there is deeply rooted in honest labor and sustainability. They're farming barley and olives, crafting this rich natural organ oil, and building stunning homes from clay and stone right into the rugged cliffs. But most importantly, they value communal solidarity way over superficial city status. It's a life perfectly tailored to its environment and its means. And nowhere is this beautiful simplicity more evident than in the ritual of atay. Sharing mint tea in a traditional silver burad is the absolute core of Moroccan hospitality. It's this slow, grounding ritual. It emphasizes taking your time, finding joy in the present moment, surrounded by people who actually care about you. A simple gathering around a silver teapot literally washes away the anxieties of showing off. It's affordable, it's authentic, and it just brings pure comfort. Section 5. Finding your perfect fit, embracing authenticity. So, how do we actually apply this ancient wisdom to our modern, hyper-connected lives today? Wear what fits you, it will suit you, teaches us that we truly belong with what is authentic, natural, and perfectly measured to our own unique means. Whether it's finding real joy in a 35 dirham meal of fresh sardines, or simply choosing to live happily without the newest $1,000 smartphone. True comfort only arrives when you stop trying to squeeze yourself into someone else's life.
Which leaves us with one final, pretty powerful question. Are you wearing a life that actually fits you? Take a moment today to measure your own choices, just like that master tailor in the Medina. Look closely at your finances, your social pressures, and your true desires. Consider if your current lifestyle is truly bringing you peace of mind, or if you're drowning in fabric that was never meant for you in the first place. Remember, the best-looking life is the one you can actually afford to wear. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.